wrapped my power cord around my foot.
He'll
So
have a real
we're
bad
not
time.
going to sing the carousel clam bake song about the kobold. We have 3 characters.
Because we can't pay for the rights.
To hit kobold. We will get sued.
Yeah.
What I really don't want to have to do is go to court with the heirs of the people who made Carousel and explain.
It's like Rogers and Hammerstein. Like, there's no reason for it to be as bad as it is.
But, Jenny, can you imagine having to pay out some sort of money to their heirs? Can you imagine personally enriching their family
because of
that song?
I'm just noting that this is clearly a parody use and therefore allowable in this instance.
I'm just wondering, given how bougie that kid, the Von Trapp kid who got married was, how bougie the Rogers and Hammerstein heirs must be.
One can only guess. Lenora, it's your turn.
Yes.
You don't have to wait to try to hit the kobold.
I don't, and I didn't. I rolled a 1.
Now you have to wait for your next turn to try to hit the kobold.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. Rack is not in the room, is he?
Nope.
The kobold is in the room. The kobold has frankly had enough. He's surrounded. He is going to try to flee.
Ooh.
Lenora, Snow, and Cole all get opportunity attacks.
Hey. So Lenora doesn't have to wait to hit the kobold.
Lenora, you don't have to wait to hit the kobold. We'll just go in that order. Lenora, Snow, and Cole, take your opportunity attacks.
That's
It's just a basic attack.
just a basic melee attack, but I don't know how to roll that.
Just roll your flail.
Just a d20, or just click the button flail?
Click the flail button. You're swinging at him with your flail.
Yeah, I did that last time. I rolled a 1. This time I attack of 11.
The 11, the 13, and the 11 and the 13 miss. The glaive hits.
Glaive.
Cole, how much damage does your glaive do as he tries to retreat from you?
5.
By God, King, that kobold had a family. The kobold dies ignominiously, fleeing from a combat he honestly had no business being in the first place.
He hung out longer than he should have been able to.
I'm going to turn around and pick out this other chest.
What an excellent idea.
Would you like a floating disc to put those on?
Sure.
All right. In that case, I will cast Tensor's floating disc.
Wow.
And I would like to quote, what's his name? When I say, what's in the box?
What's in the box? Give me just a minute to tell you what's in the box. God!
Why couldn't you
throw
just
something
put
across
the
the
money
room?
back in the box?
I can't find any flat surfaces that aren't glossy. And they all reflect the optical light from my mouse and make the mouse not go where I want the mouse to go.
I hate that. This is why I trackball.
So, JR?
O'Brien.
Caradwin remembers hearing someone mention the dwarven mountain home of Forgeheim.
Yes, it was engraved on one of the statues. I think Organ Meat. No, her name was
Organ meat.
Organ meat?
Not
That's
Organ
what they
Meat.
serve at Parts and Labor.
Her name was. Where's my scroll wheel? Ormhilda. Ormhilda Brogistar was a countess under Forgeheim. Yeah, the dwarven city of Forgeheim.
In the city of fortune.
Yeah. The room that that Cole is getting the chest from is let's see, it's a 20 by 35 foot room. It's lit by some smoky oil lamps. There's a wide well open at floor level in the north end of the room. There are scrap lumber and debris piled up in the southeast corner like a barricade. There's bedrolls and barrels throughout the room. Buckets and clay jugs are piled up around the well. And there's the small chest in the southwest corner. And Cole has picked up the chest, and are you putting it on Tensor's disc, or are you opening it, or are you, what are you doing?
I'm hauling it out of the room to where the other chest is, putting them both on Tensor's floating disk and looking to see what's in it.
Okay.
Lenora will examine the barricade, because barricades are often to keep things out.
Okay. You're able to move aside a couple of the things they've stacked up, and you find a stone door with sort of a crudely carved image of a dwarf on it.
Seriously, though, can we do a short rest before we go anywhere?
What?
Well, I
You
think how
open
we
the
got in
door?
this mess was
Behind
we
the
decided to
dangerous
go
barricade.
outside and rest.
Lenora will carefully restack the barricade materials in front of the crude dwarf stone door.
So
Okay.
that no one will know we've been
Slowly
here and will
away.
think all these kobolds just spontaneously stabbed themselves.
So Cole, you see 7 ivory scroll cases sitting in a chest full of carefully wrapped jerky. Alongside the stacks of jerky, there are some sticks of charcoal, a folded parchment, some pastel wax stick crayons in bright colors, a small velvet bag, and a tiny cedar box. Oh, and a reptile skin coin pouch.
Huh. Does anybody else think it's weird that kobolds own a pouch made out of reptile skin?
Well, we're mammals and we have cowhide skin.
They also have crayons.
And most of the guys probably have at least one pouch made out of reptile skin.
Oh,
David.
wait,
Hi, guys.
That
Did you miss me?
Hi, boys.
I feel like there is a certain
Crayons.
amount of moisturizing that needs to be happening then, because
Kobolds are part reptile, aren't they?
They're
Yeah,
reptilians.
no, I'm
yes.
yes, but what I am actually talking about is your ball sack joke.
Yes.
Thanks, Jenny.
See.
Is my mic working?
Yes.
Test. Testes. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Oh, are
Kids.
you having
Children. I'm gonna have to mark this PG-13 in YouTube.
awesome?
So are the scrolls, are they magical? Or are they just pieces?
There are 7. Yeah, there's 7 ivory scroll cases. If you want to look through them, you're welcome to.
Sure. In our short rest that we have an hour where we're not doing anything, let's look through these.
As you flip through them, you find some of the scroll cases are empty, but you do find 4 scrolls. 1 scroll of produce flame, 2 scrolls of firebolt, and 1 scroll of flame blade.
Okay.
are we outside now? Did we?
No,
we're
you're still in the
there?
big octagonal room with 2 chests sitting on a Tensor's floating disc. Cole has sort of popped the lid and Caradwin's sort of looking over his shoulder, rooting through the scroll cases.
With the bodies of all of the murdered kobolds all around us, we look, yeah, it's super incriminating.
Okay. We'll root
I
through
am
this
not
stuff
going to
later.
be able to convince anyone that this is all a joke being played by Jerry. I'm just saying.
So, okay.
Jerry, he's such a kidder.
So we fought our way back this far. Maybe we should actually exit stage
South.
south. I actually knew that.
Yeah, I know you did.
Okay,
You guys are going to regroup in town?
that's fine with me. Are we going to come back here?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
then yes, that is perfectly fine.
Because we haven't found out anything. We've just found a bunch of kobolds.
We just decided we need a rest, and we've been trying to get out now for like 3 combats. On the bright side, that's way more combats than we thought we had in us when we decided to try and leave.
No, we've only been trying to get out for one combat.
Yeah.
It's been 3 sessions, but it was one combat.
All right. You guys make it back out to the shelter of the lean-to.
Huzzah!
It's midday. The fog has burned off. There don't appear to be any shambling undead. The tombs and the various tripwires and traps in the graveyard don't appear to have been reset in your absence.
That's lucky.
And you make it back to the burned out building that you spent the night in.
Home sweet home.
Home sweet home.
Now, sweet.
This was a real nice clapping.
Nope. Nope. This was in no way. No mollusks were heated in making this combat.
These are some real dead kobolds.
Guys.
We love you, Jerf.
It's clouding over. It looks like a boulder storm.
Oh no!
They are.
Yes, Noah.
The party, I would like to be the first to say, I would like to take a short rest.
Okay.
I understand your intentions, and we'll start the clock on your short rest. You're welcome to pick through the various loots that you've discovered and discuss the weird things, like that weird nagging thing right on the tip of Caradwin's tongue about feeling like she's heard of Forgeheim before.
Yes, I
She
will
said
tell
it was
everyone that.
earlier. She said it's away in Galena. They export copperwork and ale.
Okay, it says Caradwin remembers hearing someone mention Dwarven mountain home of Forgeheim, which was on Ormhilda Brogasdottir's statue when I was in Bearston. Someone you spoke with in town, definitely.
Yes, when you came to Bearston, you definitely ran into someone who was from Forgeheim when you were making small talk.
Okay. Do I remember like who it was or what it was regarding, or just that?
For some reason, it's stuck in your head that it's one of the people who was in the back room of the temple where you interviewed. Someone who was sitting with like you and Lenora and a couple of the other fairly religious folks in the temple. Someone who was there at the temple was definitely from Forgeheim.
Hold on one second. Yes. Okay.
Any of my players remembering a town called Forgeheim?
Player, yes, but character, no.
Lenora, the more Caradwin mentions it, the more it sort of tickles your brain.
I'm sorry, love.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. You know how
I
am
know.
with names.
But I also know that Lenora would totally, at this point, go, "Oh, son of a bitch, that's where Dark's from."
Yes.
Oh,
But Rack doesn't know that.
That's where Dark's from.
who's
Very well
Dark?
spotted.
I'm sorry. I was about to ask what do I roll for that, but
No,
No.
you got it.
insight maybe.
I just realized that the both of you had substantial traveling backstories, and you actually are dear friends with Darg. And the idea that you would see his hometown written on a statue and not remember it defied belief. Oh yeah, I used to live in Dayton. Dayton. Where have I heard of that town before?
Well, my friend Sarah lives there.
So do I have something topical to offer about 4chain? Or
the fact that you know where it is and that it still exists and that there's royalty there and that you know someone who knows 4chain is probably enough of a connection for now.
Okay.
You could conceivably send a letter to the Burnstone clan. I am a dear friend of Darg. Please tell me everything you know about the Duchess, Ormhilda.
Can I just email?
Email Darg? What is this, drug history? Yeah, just shoot him a text. We'll wait.
We'll wait for phones to be invented.
Yeah.
It'll be a while.
Can I just send a letter to Darg? Something like.
Yeah, probably. You could probably do that. So Cole, you wanted to look through the chest some more?
Yeah, but game note.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to, in Roll20, you can type short rest.
You can type what? You're cut out right at the...
Exclamation short rest.
Oh, okay.
And if your character is set up, it will prompt you if you want to use hit dice. It will recharge any short rest rechargeables, stuff like that.
Ooh, you got Channel Divinity back.
It'll prompt you if you want to use a hit die.
Nice job on that, Noah.
Huh.
Mine's not saying if I... Oh. So can we type in hit die or do a thing on the character sheet to roll a hit die, or?
It should pop up a little pink prompt.
Oh.
You should get a little message that says, from bookkeeper, you may use one or more pink hit die to heal. Click on that pink hit die.
Well, it didn't do that under me, but it did that under Rack, and I'm wondering if I hit the thing under Rack, will it roll mine or will it roll his?
It'll roll yours. You can only see yours.
Yeah, it's only from you.
Well,
That's why it's in yellow.
Before...
It's private.
I got 7 hit points back.
Let's see.
Hit points are great, aren't they?
Now I'm
And
just barely. Okay.
the great thing about hit dice is you can, during the short rest, you can spend one, see how you did, and then spend another and see how you did.
Yeah, because I'm back to just barely over 50% health.
Yeah.
Oh, and it put my thingy back. That's cool.
I brought myself up to full, which cost me 2 whole hit dice.
Yeah, how many hit dice do I have?
I have a total of 4. So
You
that
should
was...
all have 4 at level 4 unless you have a special con type feat.
I think the default is you have the same number as you have level. The thing that varies is what die it is.
Yeah, and that's by class.
Yeah.
With your smashier classes getting D10s.
Yeah. I'm 4 hit points down. Healers, would you rather I spend a hit die or just be 4 hit points down?
I'd rather you just be 4 hit points down.
I'm 4 hit points down. We can be slightly injured sisters. Yay!
I'm a dude.
You probably...
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the character sitting next to me with roughly the same hit dice bar, and I mistook you for Chris's character. Sorry, Paul. You're creepy. Never mind.
I'm 14 points down.
You might want to spend another one.
Yeah. So we're definitely only taking a short rest here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's 2 of your 4 hit dice. Presumably you'll have another short rest partway through the day.
Oh, I rolled an 8 that time. All right, I'm
There
up to
you go.
36.
That's much better. That's survivable.
That is good. We're good.
And
All
the good news is you always get your con mod. So you actually get your dice plus con mod. So that 8 is actually a 6 plus 2.
Oh, so my 7 was a 7 plus 2?
Your 7 was a 5 plus 2. So you rolled a 5 and a 6 on your d10.
Okay, all right, I got it.
But you got 15 for rolling a 5 and a 6.
I'm there now. Cheers.
Yeah.
And if you hover over the yellow digit on where it says spending hit dice, it'll actually break down the dice for you.
Hey.
Ooh.
6 plus 2, it says.
It says.
Mama
Okay.
Mori says hi, everyone.
Hi.
What?
Who?
Mom.
Mama
Oh.
Mori.
Hi, Mama Mori.
So what else do you guys want to look at in terms of the loot? You already looked at the one.
Look at, so I feel like the first chest was there's a potion and a scroll in it that we don't know what is. I'm not qualified to look at that stuff, so I'm happy to let one of you magic users do that. I'd like to find out what kind of jerky we have, because I feel like I care about that. Snow would definitely care about what kind of jerky that is.
Ooh, I have. I totally forgot that I have alchemy in here. I can look at the potion thing.
Yeah. There's a small velvet bag. I'd like to see what's in it. There's a small cedar box. I'd like to see what's in that. There's a coin pouch. I'd like to see what money's in there.
Okay.
So all the things.
Yes.
Let's see. All right. Let's see. The tiny cedar box has cotton wadding, sumac leaves, and a wide variety of dried mushrooms.
Oh, that bodes really well.
There's also 3 sewing needles, a spool of coarse blue thread, a set of chisels, and a set of candles.
In the cedar box.
The reptile skin coin pouch has an intricate brass clasp, and when you finally figure out how to work it, you find 3 gold pieces, 21 silver pieces, and 89 copper pieces.
Hmm.
The soft velvet bag is of chalk dust.
Huh.
And the parchment that was folded up, I'll hand Lenora one copy. The parchment I will bring up in roll 20 as a handout, because I finally figured out how to do handouts.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Can you guys see that?
Let's
No.
see.
No, I think we have to bring it up on our own.
Yeah, isn't there somewhere a handout?
It's the handout called conditions, right?
Yes.
So under the journal,
no,
that's not it.
It's the one called Kobold Map. Why can't I show it to players?
I don't have privileges to view it under the journal even.
All players. Save changes. Now show to players.
Yeah.
There you
Kobold
go.
Map! It popped right up. Oh, that's amazing. Rolled 20.
Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I can even open it up in a whole separate tab. Yay. Look at
Fancy,
this.
fancy.
Is that
So
writing?
let's see.
I don't know. I'm about to green shot it. I'll tell you in a second.
This totally looks like dwarvish writing.
Mildred.
What?
That's Draconic.
Oh, sorry. I meant
Which-
draconic.
I find that dwarvish.
That's
Oh, wait.
racist.
What I meant to say is that a dragon small enough to write on this piece of paper would be a dragon suffering from dwarfism.
Clearly, your intent.
Does anybody else see the Ionic symbolism on this map?
But what?
The Ionic symbolism?
Yeah, I kind of do now.
Doesn't
Yeah.
remind me of Yanni.
It's
I
the-
see a bit that kind of looks like a fallopian tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right next to the womb.
egg-shaped thing rolling down it.
Yeah, and the eggs roll down the tube.
Oh.
And then beneath the womb,
There's a fire, apparently.
Beneath the womb is the exit.
Winona is killing me.
Oh my god, I have 11 new texts since the last time I checked. Jesus Christ.
Her latest text is, "Oh my god, seriously? They're gonna sing ingredients at me?"
I like how she says, it's intermission. I need a drink.
well, I feel like we know where the boss is.
I was gonna say, big boss door, right? Do we need the big boss key?
Who can read Draconic?
I can.
I can.
All right.
Mildred literally can read Draconic.
Yeah.
That was me, Jenny, the player, thinking it looked kind of dwarfish and being wrong.
Yeah, so on the left by the big black skull,
Uh-huh.
it says, sort of with terrible grammar, the bones are walking.
Oh.
Okay.
And then going clockwise, the green illustration of something round moving rapidly literally says, "It's a trap." The blue writing by the blue circle says "Water of Life."
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey guys, maybe we didn't need to take a short rest.
The fire in one room, the little marking of a fire, is helpfully marked. Is marked fire, and then in the other room, the well is marked water, and the little fire sigil is marked fire.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Wow, this map is actually recognizable as places I've been.
I knew there was a dungeon map.
What does this say again?
The bones are walking.
So we've actually done most of this map.
Have we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
Okay.
the entryway. We went through the entryway, the big octagonal room.
Yep.
And then you can see the corner cutout where we found the secret passage.
Yep.
We went through the secret passage. We went to the side room and killed those kobolds. And Snow went up the ramp and the rock fell on her and it was a trap. And then we decided to come back out. We came back out. Then we went to what is on the right here. And that's where we got the chest that has this map in it.
Yeah. So
Oh, and it's got the little room that's behind the stone door that we didn't open in there.
yeah, and there's another. So we haven't done the skull
Another,
room.
yeah.
We haven't done the room that's anti-clockwise of the skull room.
Yeah.
Um,
And then we didn't do the room that winds up kind of looks like it leads to the ramp that has the ball come down from it.
Yeah.
Straight north.
Yeah.
And the skull room. So we kind of did, yeah.
we've done most of it.
I'm so happy to have a map. I can't even tell you. Yay, map.
I'm definitely interested in the two things that are marked as asterisks.
Those are, I guess, secret doors.
Yeah.
Or
We
blocked
haven't-
doors.
Or block doors, yeah. And I'm not sure what the green dots are. Do those line up with what we saw
Traps.
inside? Those are
Traps.
traps? Oh, okay. There's no need to yell at me.
Sorry. I'm excited. Those are traps because there's the one green dot next to the door where we set up the rolling marble trap. There was a trap coming into this room. I remember because you guys all crawled over me while I kept down.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now I remember.
And I remember those two traps along the base of the octagonal room.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trap!
It's a trap.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so happy to have a map, you guys.
I don't understand the. Does anybody have an interpretation for the red dots leading from the fire in the eastern barracks room? that sort of cross the octagon.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I don't know. Maybe some other kind of trap, like a fire trap? So the red dots go down to the second fire, which is labeled fire.
There's also red dots going across. Maybe that's just where the ink bled, because it could just be a fold in the parchment, because there's also red dots along another fold in the parchment where the other fire is.
That's true.
I mean, I know the kobolds didn't do this in Sharpie.
What's a Sharpie?
The kobolds did it in wax crayon.
Well, yeah, when we go back inside, maybe we can.
And the parchment you're looking at definitely is folded along those red lines.
Huh. Okay.
So it could have melted.
Well, I would be interested in going back into that.
So so we only have the picture to work with, but is there any evidence that the folds might make a different picture if you line them up, like on those like Mad Magazine things? Can we, kind of play with the way it folds for a minute to see if that reveals any secrets or anything?
That sounds like an investigation roll.
Oh, okay. Uh, 17.
You spend a few minutes fiddling with the map and folding it. Nothing pops out at you.
Okay.
The one thing you can see is that the rest of the parchment is rumpled, but these folds are pretty much straight creases. Someone went to a great deal of trouble to make these creases straight lines.
Huh. Well, I guess when we go back in, we should pay a little bit more attention to those sections and see if we can figure out what this is meant to indicate.
I would like to go into the closest room. The room.
Well, are we done with our short rest? Is that
Talking about plans, not
planning.
Oh, okay.
I would like to go into that room closest to the entrance with the fire, because it has one of the asterisks in it.
Okay.
Oh, I think the plan is, I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, but first of all, we've it looks like we've actually cleaned out an awful lot of this dungeon already, and second of all, I mean, treasure, fortune, and glory. I think that we're definitely going to go into all of these rooms. We're just going to save the scary bone room for last.
Yes, good. I agree.
Okay. Yeah. I think we're all on that page.
I think we're fine with checking out that secret room you found first.
Yay.
Yeah.
I have. So, Caradwin.
Yeah.
You were looking at those other scrolls. There was one in the first chest. Two.
Okay.
Here.
Oh yeah. It is a scroll of protection from undead.
Okay.
Oh, that is nice.
One use only, or
That's what a scroll is.
okay.
And there's also this thing, and I'll slosh the potion around.
That might be better for Mildred.
Yeah, I'm an alchemist. Mildred comes and chugs it.
I'm not
No,
going to
just
hold it
kidding.
against you. My uncle was an alchemist. I mean, he died pretty early.
Actually, it was more of a protection. Where's protection from undead in the? Is that not in the spell book?
Oh, I'm gonna have to look up. I'm gonna have to look up where that's statted out.
Okay, it's not in the PHB. What I was wanting to know actually is like, could a scroll like this be used to cast it on multiple people, or does it only work on one person?
It's almost certainly a single target.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, I want to say that it is. It works like the paladin spell Protection from Evil, where you specify fiends, undeads, or celestials.
Okay.
And so it is a scroll of protection parentheses undead.
Okay.
Um,
And to identify the potion, Arcana?
yeah, that'll work.
So I've got Arcana. I have an alchemist. I have alchemist supplies and an herbalism kit. So kind of planned to like make this a thing, but there wasn't really an opportunity to explore that much during character setup. So
yeah, the alchemy supplies will give you advantage.
Okay.
Or do they give a bonus to check? Does it say what they're good for?
That is an excellent question, and I should totally look that up. Talk amongst yourselves.
Any other?
So the Holy Roman Empire was neither really nor holy nor Roman.
Neither really holy nor Roman. Discuss.
Hole, you're having trouble figuring out exactly what kind of jerky it is. You think that it might not all be homogeneous. You may have a variety pack of jerky. But a good deal of it is venison jerky.
Ooh, I love venison jerky.
The spice mix is characteristic of mountain regions.
I'm gonna use my background.
Yeah.
From my childhood to try and see if any of it is people jerky.
Ew.
Sure, you can sniff around and see if any of it tastes like long pig. You do not find any people jerky among the kobold's possessions.
I will inform the party that I don't think any of the jerky is made out of people. Or I don't think any of it's made out of human. I'm not sure what jerkied elf tastes like. Or gnome. Or dwarf. Or tiefling. Wait, no. It's not jerky tiefling.
It's also not jerky tiefling.
That's smoky.
Has that extra smoky taste.
Yeah. I'm gonna have some jerky.
Ooh. I'd like some of that venison jerky.
Oh. So according to the book, JR, I may need to like contact you outside of the game to change how I spent my money, because apparently proficiency with tools is a class trait.
Yep.
I don't have proficiency with anything.
Okay.
Which seems kind of unfair. Like, how can I not be able to use anything?
Are you sure there's nothing listed under sorcerer for proficiencies? You might have proficiencies from your background.
That's a good idea. It says, like, proficiencies, armor, none, weapons, blah, 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 tools, none.
What's your background?
Charlatan.
Fake it till you make it.
Pretty much.
So sorcerers might get so that's your background, but I bet your class has at least some sort of proficiency.
Ooh,
No,
I have
my class
proficiencies
has
with an
nothing.
herbalism kit.
Charlatan, disguise kit, and forgery kit.
Yeah, so I suck at herbalism. Maybe I can't do this.
No, but Rack can.
Okay, go nuts.
What did we decide it was? Arcana?
I'm sorry if you had said something earlier. I didn't hear you.
Nope, I just saw it and like had just said it a second ago, so it's not like I'd been screaming it or anything.
I'm sorry, I just got Winona's text where she was like, I thought this was going to be like Oklahoma.
Did you see my reply?
Oh.
I love her so much. She's never going to talk to me again.
Oh, she had no idea what she was in for going to see this show.
She didn't know?
No, she didn't know any about this. She knew it was some white people bullshit, basically. Sorry.
I mean,
This goes
that's accurate.
so far beyond. I mean, yes, you're right.
I was actually apologizing for swearing because I know you were worried about having to put the explicit tag on this podcast. I'm not apologizing for saying that it's like the whitest stuff ever. There is a song about a clam bake.
It's pretty
And
wasky.
it's not a euphemism. They baked clams.
This is a rapey clam bake.
Easy, kids.
I am gonna go tell Ben to go to sleep.
That's a good idea. Rack, the syrupy liquid looks like molten iron, only not glowing red.
Oh my god, David, I just realized there's a magical black man at the end of this show. Winona's gonna lose her mind.
Oh my god.
You're right. There is. Oh, that's awful.
Don't worry,
On
he won't
top
be
of
black
all
in
of
this
the other
production.
crap.
Yeah, Rack, you're pretty sure it's a potion of invulnerability.
Ooh.
Awesome.
It gives you resistance to all damage for about a minute.
Holy crap. He's going to describe what that is quietly to Cole and hand it to him, making sure that Snow does not overhear.
You can do that like 3 times a day.
Yeah, no big. Oh, you're finally in the club.
When Snow got empowered rages, so that when she goes into a rage, she gets resistance to all damage except psychic.
Yeah, I don't want to encourage the trend.
It wouldn't stack. Anything else you guys want to flip through?
Why, we've been through all the loot, right?
I think so. Anything else you want to discuss that you've seen, plan to double back for?
Do we know anything about why all the dwarves are buried in what we thought was a human burial ground?
I think we should talk to Bubbles and see what kind of connection
Okay.
Brogar had with dwarves.
Maybe once we've, if we manage to not be constantly chased by kobolds, we could make some rubbings or something of these various plaques and tombstones and things.
Okay.
Only
Speaking
you
of
had
the,
some crayons.
speaking of the loot,
Yeah.
I think me carrying the potion of invulnerability sounds like a lovely idea. So Cole would gladly stick that in his pouch. However, having just taken all this loot out of there, I don't think I'm going to take all of it back in. Does anybody want to grab any of the loot and tuck it in their pockets just to have, or because it might be useful? I can review what the loot is if people would like to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a whole mess of copper, silver, and gold. I just grabbed the potion of invulnerability. There's a scroll of protection from undead.
I mean, we should take that with us, obviously.
Okay, who wants to grab that?
I'll grab it.
Laura, do you want
Erica's out of the room, but Lenora would certainly...
Well, I wasn't saying like I would use it on myself, just, if we're looking for who's going to carry it, because my presumption is that we're not actually going to cast it until we're ready to open the door where the bones walk.
That's
Right.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
So I'm carrying it.
Okay, Mildred's carrying it.
okay. The 6 assorted gems.
Are any of them rubies?
Chalcedonia, jasper, onyx, sardonyx, star rose quartz, and zircon.
Yeah, I feel like we went through this last time and they were specifically
no,
not
no.
rubies.
Right.
But I feel like the things that are kind of like small and portable that can be shoved into pockets should totally get shoved into pockets.
Yeah.
So,
I've got
Gems,
pockets.
coins.
well, we've got like 50 pounds of coin.
Well, I didn't say all of it. The gold coins and the gems, certainly we can shove into pockets.
Okay. I'll
Just
divvy
because,
those
I
up.
mean, I assume we're going to hide this under like a palm frond or something, but, we don't really know if it's still going to be there when we come back out.
Right. Okay.
We killed a lot of people for this. I'd like to keep it.
Okay, so gold and gem.
Did we just lose everybody?
No,
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay. Well, we lost your voice again, Noah.
Oh, crap.
Because I'm typing.
Oh, okay.
The potion is with coal. There's a scroll of produce flame.
I mean, half the party is pretty good at producing flame.
Yeah, that one I don't need.
A flame blade scroll.
What is flame blade? That sounds fun.
I think that's actually a druid spell.
Oh.
Well, that's the great thing about scrolls is that,
Anyone can use them.
well,
Do
is
you
it
want
anybody
it?
can use them? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what the rules are on who can.
Wait, okay, here we go. Spell scroll. A spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can use an action to read the scroll and cast its spell without having to provide any of the spell components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible. If the spell is on your class's spell list but of a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability to determine whether you can cast it successfully. Once the spell is cast, the words on the scroll fade and the scroll itself crumbles into dust.
Huh.
Okay, so I guess I'll take that one.
That's kind of crap. You know how hard it is to make parchment? Like, it's hard.
It's not as hard as vellum.
Mm,
Yeah.
I guess they didn't want any palimpsest scrolls.
mm.
Right.
And there's 2 firebolt scrolls. Firebolt is a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't,
Should be on a lot of people's class lists.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
but it's a cantrip.
So there's no limit on how often we can cast it.
But I also think all of us have it that can
Unless
cast it.
Do all
Yeah.
of you already have it?
I think
Yeah.
possibly the only one who might not would be Brian.
I don't. I took Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so Caradwin, you get 2 firebolt scrolls.
Okay. Can anybody copy any of these down into a spell book?
No, I think I could do it if they were rituals, but
A wizard spell on a spell scroll can be copied just as spells on a spell books can be copied. When a spell is copied from a spell scroll, the copier must succeed on an intelligence arcana check with DC equal to 10 plus the spell's level. If the check succeeds, the spell is successfully copied.
that's just a wizard spell.
Yeah. Nobody else uses spell books.
Although don't you have one?
What?
Spell book.
I have a spell book, but it's a book of ancient secrets. It's for rituals only.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Basically, I can cast any ritual that's written in the book. And I can transcribe any ritual into the book.
Mildred and Caradwin, I'm going to give you guys assign you some of these ivory skull cases
Okay.
Yay!
so that you can actually carry these scrolls without worrying about them getting crushed or stuff.
Okay. I'm also going to put my letter of heraldry in one of them.
Okay, I'll give you.
Good idea.
Okay, so I'll give 4.
Mildred also puts her gum in hers.
4 scroll cases to Caradwen. Mildred.
Hello?
1 to Mildred.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody want to carry some jerky?
Sure.
Why can't that jerk carry himself? No.
I want jerky.
Okay.
Everybody wants jerky.
I'll share the jerky out. Charcoal. Okay. Who wants
Well, okay, the charcoal like crayons?
Yep.
Well, there's sticks of charcoal, and then there's pastel stick crayons.
Well, I think maybe those might be actually kind of good to have in case we want to take down anything to show to Bubbles later.
Okay, I'll give those to you.
Okie dokie.
Use them for coloring. Who wants to carry the map?
I will. I'll carry all the things.
Okay, Mildred gets.
It helps that I don't have to like carry a sword or anything.
And you have, hands, which I don't always.
And I generally have them all the time. So yeah.
Small bag of chalk dust. Anybody want that?
Is that good for rituals?
Could be. You have
Rack,
ritual-
you cast rituals.
It's even better for pranks.
Rack, do you want the chalk dust?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Do you not cast rituals?
I do, but I don't really need. Hang on. I don't know that I need it to do that.
Does anybody want this cedar box full of sumac, cotton wadding, and looks like some dried mushrooms?
I will hang on to that.
Aww. But we have to bring supplies.
I was supplies. Were you supplies?
I was surprised.
Okay.
So you, Lenora, that's got the cedar box has the cotton wadding, the sumac leaves, the mushrooms, the sewing needles, and the blue thread. The chisels are separate. Oh, and there's also a set of candles. They're just little wax candles. I should say tallow candles. That's probably much more accurate for what kobolds would have.
Those are in the box?
They're not in the box. The chisels and the tallow candles are in their own little leather wrappings.
They're iron chisels?
Yep. Steel. Tool steel.
Okay. Oh.
All right. Have you guys long rested?
Short.
Short rested, sorry. I'm forever tripping over my own toes.
I think so.
Okay.
Yep.
Where to next?
I think we want to. Do we want to go back and check out that where the stone door went? Yes.
I think the stone door was our next safe bet.
I'll get Snow to try and help me bury our loot under some loose stones and stuff.
Okay. Do you guys have any sort of what would it be? Some sort of fieldcraft skill?
I have nature.
Yeah. What would the opposite of tracking be? How would you sort of invert the tracking skill to I want to make sure this doesn't look like something someone put here?
Okay.
I have sleight of hand if that helps.
Well, no, I mean, camouflage would fall under survival, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
The survival. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Survival or nature, either of those, yeah.
Let's see. Did that work?
Yeah. You're able to give Snow and Cole some pointers on parts of their subterfuge that don't look entirely natural. And by the end, the result is something that you think would pass a cursory inspection, or maybe even someone stupid who decides to stay in this lean-to only in the dark and doesn't see it in bright daylight.
Okay.
Well, that's a glowing improvement.
I mean, if you sit right on top of it in broad daylight, you'd be like, hey, that stack of leaves and twigs is sure something. What, right here by all the recently disturbed earth?
Okay. So we head back to the dungeon?
Do it up.
Yep.
Do you guys have a consensus for where you're headed next?
Wherever the stone door led.
Yeah, back inside and through the door.
All right. While I work on moving the barricade out of the way, since that's something you're going to have to do, why don't you guys all move your tokens into that room in something approximating a marching order?
Do 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 do.
Do do do.
Do do do. Oh shoot.
Did we have assumed that Snow spent any hit die?
Is she really in trouble?
I'm seeing her at half health. Is that inaccurate?
Knowing Snow, that's probably pretty accurate. So
Here, I'll take-
let's spend some die for her.
Yeah, I'll take care of that. Wait, nope. Did that wrong. Try this again. There we go. Snow is already spent a hit die, apparently.
Did somebody use a power that let her like use a hit die? Is that what that is?
I don't
Okay,
think
she's
so.
topped off.
All right.
Okay, as a result, I think she probably wants to go first, but I will be right behind her.
Okay. You guys all move your tokens into that room if you can see them.
Well, if you're okay.
Here, I'll move the tokens into the room and you guys can swirl them around however you like. Come on. The Caradwin token's not cooperating.
Sorry.
Caradwin! Your token is suspicious and non-conforming.
Well, it might be because you're from peasant stock and
Uh-huh.
want you touching me.
Burn.
All right, everyone move your tokens around. Do the thing.
Can you move Snow forward?
Yeah. Front of the line. Who are my light sources?
The light source, if I remember correctly.
I'm going to nominate Snow to take rear guard this time, since Winona's not here. Just to
Okay,
make it a little easier.
seems reasonable.
Yep.
I'm going to
Alright.
clear the initiative order.
Rack will go up behind Cole.
Anyone want to hypothesize where Nas would want to be?
Probably
Square in the
back.
middle.
Or okay, that'll work.
In the thick of things?
Well,
Caradwin, where would you feel
on all
comfortable?
sides.
I'm good where I am.
Okay.
I mean,
We've got 6 party members. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep. Looks like you got everybody. The barricade is really just hastily stacked up. The stone door is unlocked. It's got an image of a dwarf carved into it. I'm sorry, I'm incorrect. It's not a dwarf. It's an image of a human warrior carved into it.
Oh.
A human.
Yes.
Hmm.
There's obviously some sort of perspective going on so that we can tell the difference.
Yeah, it's tall and skinny.
Proportions.
Proportions, definitely. Also no beard.
Ooh, good point.
It might be a reproduction of one of the other carvings elsewhere in the tomb, or it might just be poorly done. The quality's just not quite the same, but it's clearly a representation of the same guy whose picture is all over the walls in the octagonal room.
Is this actually the important part of the tomb? Oh crap! I've messed up my map.
All right, you guys want to
Yeah.
go in? Who's opening the door? Who's checking things?
Looks like Call.
I'll open the door.
Okay. Let me move the vision blocking layer for you, because I'm a nice kind of DM like that. All right. You see a flickering oil lantern hanging in an alcove on the left side of the wall. And as you poke your head in, you see a finely constructed 20 by 15 foot marble walled room.
Hmm.
Gosh.
If you want to move your own token through the door, I can give you an idea of what you can see in the rest of the room.
Mildred checks the map really quickly and says there are no green or red dots in this little room on the map.
There you go. Lenore, did you mean to move your token in?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Lenore,
it's
you
got
see a
marble
massive,
floor.
ornately carved sarcophagus dominating the north wall of the room, and a squat and fairly bulky-looking dwarfwood chest pressed against the south wall. There's a thin layer of dust on everything, and along the north wall are engraved the words, "Here is the final resting place of the great warrior Brogar."
Holy
Oh,
crap,
Brogar's
y'all!
Barrow.
Here's
Finally, something we expected to find in here.
what warrior, Brogar?
The great warrior Brogar.
And there's a chest. How convenient. Can I check it for traps?
You can.
I'm not sure if I'm the best one to do that.
Okay.
And that's honestly, that's not me saying maybe I shouldn't. I am totally unsure as to who is the best person to check for traps.
What's trap detecting? Persuasion or perception?
Persuasion.
KR, we detect no traps.
David, you're
I
right.
would like to detect that there are no traps.
I would like you to detect that as well.
Investigation? Perception?
You're looking for something, so it's investigation.
Okay, I have no bonus to investigation. Does anyone?
No.
I think I have a 2. I
Hey,
have a 2.
Mildred,
Nope.
Yeah.
come poke the chest.
Ooh, poke poke.
Oh, that came out hilarious.
Perfectly.
Oing.
Mildred, do you want to move your token in?
Well, I did. Well, on my map, my token is in.
Okay.
I can't seem to select anything though.
Lenora, you're investigating the chest?
Yeah, I rolled a 17. I rolled 2 17s. So pick either.
Are you investigating from 10 feet away?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought everyone was coming in, so.
There we go. So who you're investigating, Lenora?
Yes, but I also called Mildred in to help.
Certainly.
I'm trying.
I know you are.
Caradwin, Rack, do you guys want to come in?
Yes, sorry.
I'll guard our backs just in case. Since everyone else is going in.
Well, we've got Nas and Snow waiting out there.
Oh, see, Snow is hidden under my bubbles. I see. That's fine then. Whee!
I'm going to investigate the sarcophagus.
Why can't I get this to roll?
Do you have the dice roll thing set up so that you have to drag to make the dice roll?
No, in fact I've used the rolly feature previously in this freaking session.
Don't know.
Did it revert you to the pan and scan tool by accident?
Now I just can't do anything.
Boo.
Okay. Cole?
So you're
I
just
can
trying to use
literally
your
roll a
investigate
d20
skill?
here in real life.
I rolled a 12 while investigating the sarcophagus.
It's big. It's marble. The lid is ornately carved. 12 investigation.
It's not a kitty.
Yeah, it seems pretty fancy. Definitely a pretty fancy place. Mildred, you and Lenora are still working out your investigation of the chest?
I mean, I'm happy to actually roll a d20, but apparently I can't use the roll 20 right now.
Okay. No stress. No stress.
I rolled a 17.
You rolled a 17. I'm waiting for Mildred to help out.
I rolled a 14 plus 2 is 16.
Okay. So describe to me how Mildred and Lenora are going to investigate this thing.
I am looking around the opening mechanism of the chest and around the floor that it sits on for any sort of trigger or evidence that there is something ready to go off when it is opened or moved.
Okay. Lenora?
I sort of crouched down in front of it and made this face.
Okay.
I don't actually have a bonus to investigation. I'm pretty much going on experience.
You're just sort of staring at it.
But, my experience included Brady.
Yeah.
So apparently it wasn't bad.
So, Lenora, you're sort of crouched in front of it looking into the keyhole as Mildred sort of hovers around you. looking at the stuff with her fingers, just sort of barely brushing it and poking at stuff. When a long tendril shoots out of the lid of the chest, which sort of forms sort of big sticky tendril, comes out and like tries to poke you for a second. It misses you. Then the lid of the chest yawns back, revealing a mouth full of teeth and more pseudopods.
It's the luggage.
And it bites you.
It's not a ruby, you guys.
I'm gonna say the pseudopod was trying to poke Lenora, and the bite is trying to bite Mildred's hands as she pokes at the locking mechanism.
Aw, boo.
That's gonna be 6 piercing and 2 acid to Mildred if a 23 hits.
If a 23 hits. If a 23 hits? So 6 piercing and 2 acid, you said?
Yes, from
Okay.
the mimic. Roll initiative.
You roll our initiative.
I
Remember?
will. Yes.
You silly boy.
Hooray! Okay. It's a little after 10, so I think this is a great cliffhanger to wind up on.
Okay.
Everyone have a Merry Christmas. We'll all reconvene in the new year and do more awesome stuff. I think it's unlikely that we'll be able to run next Wednesday night, 26th, 7th, 8th. Maybe.
No, I don't think.
Oh, but you guys, if we stay online just a little bit longer, we'll be able to, secondhand pass on when Ona's text when she finally gets to the end of the play and realizes that the wife-beating, thieving dude who not only beat his wife in life, but when he comes back from the dead also hits his daughter, gets to go to magical black guy heaven.
Well, I will stop the broadcast for the session now, and we can all hang out and socialize if we want to hear what Winona thinks of Magical Black Guy Heaven.
Because I just cannot wait. It's all like the most obnoxious stereotype that you could possibly use to include one person of color in your super white clam bake show.
Good night, kids.